I have a lawsuit on my hands.
Today we're talking about that horrific plane crash. Our heart goes out to all the victims. We want to talk today about who may sue who in this fiasco, this tragedy. Let's take a look at the Attorney Steve litigation whiteboard. All right, so here we have the passenger American Airlines flight. I believe there was about 60 plus people on flight. Of course, apparently nobody survived. So the estates or the families, the heirs will likely file suit. The question is, who could they sue? Well, number one, we have potential. Now, you're going to have to find some sort of fault or liability against someone. You can't just sue them and hope that they're right. But don't forget, we got the NTSB, the National Transportation Security Board, that is investigating all this. Their investigations are usually very important to help determine what actually happened, who's actually to blame, what went wrong in this whole chain of things. But as you know, the Black Hawk hit the plane, or the plane hit the Black Hawk, or they collided, whatever you want to say. I don't know exactly what the facts are. This is general legal information only, but we know there was something, explosion in midair, everybody died. So, say a plaintiff here may say, well, we want to sue the FAA. They run the air traffic control. Okay, maybe they're going to say the air traffic controllers were not adequately trained. Maybe there wasn't proper staffing. Things like that can form a claim, okay? So you have the Federal Aviation. You also have the Black Hawk. That's run by the U.S. Army. That's the United States government with the Army. So there could be a lawsuit there. Again, it was who was flying this. It was a training mission. Were they flying too high? Things like that are going to be the natural questions that come out. Did they follow proper protocol? That sort of thing. This may fall under these cases, the Federal Tort Claims Act, FTCA, Federal Tort Claims Act, okay? And so that's an exception where you can sue the government, go after one of the government employees, things like that, or sue the government. Many times the government will have certain sorts of immunity. So this is a process. There's an administrative process there. I believe you only have a couple years to bring the case. It goes to what happens. You file that administrative claim to the proper agency. If they don't resolve it in 6 months, you can file a federal court action. There is no jury in the federal court action. So the plaintiffs could sue here. They could sue here. They may also sue American Airlines, even though there's not, from what I've seen, there's not a whole lot of evidence that they were doing anything other than just coming in. But if they did something wrong, certainly they could be on the hook. If there's some sort of defect in the airplane, you can go after the various manufacturers and things like that. So, and of course, you're going to have different suits that could go different ways here, just depending on what happens. Anyway, Attorney Steve, I hope this has been helpful. General legal information only. Who may sue who? Have a great day. Got to run. Bye.